Good afternoon, humans and aliens. I'm Adrian Lee, and this is the Lee Chronicles.
You clear your head and find a spot for me. I climb in your bed through my technology. When you in the mood for love, give you my computer love. All you do is tune in, I'm watching what you do, and it's like I'm in the room with ya.
How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a glorious and wonderful day today. If you are new to the Lee Chronicles, what's up? If you're an existing member of the Lee Chronicles, here at the Lee Chronicles, we make lit and fun videos, so have fun with us. Oh, belly. Man, sun is all in my face right now. The lighting right here is terrible. What's this box of lighting here? I don't know, y'all. That's pretty bright. Alright, y'all, I had to move over for a little bit, get my situation going. But, seeing by the title and seeing by the setup, you know what's happening. It's a reaction video. And it's another one from Young Don, the Sauce God. Ever since I watched his first video, I love the animation. So I started watching his other videos. So if you watch Young Don, the Sauce God like I do, then you were sitting here and waiting on the next video, my G. And he got another one up right now. He just dropped today. I'm about to react to it. Is this bright enough? Can y'all see me really good? Like bright? I want my face to shine in the light. Alright, this mug is called I Broke Her Heart, So They Broke My Soul. And if you can see by this picture, man, the woman on there looked like she is just devious, a demon and up to no good. And he looked like somebody done kick him in the nuts. I'm just being honest. So let's get into this reaction video and let's get it going. And let's go.
So then my classmate was like, oh man, that's not what everyone else is saying. So I'm like, what is everyone else saying? Mr. Hines! I turn around and there she is, the vice principal, Miss Appletree, which is what we're going to call her, of course. Mr. Hines, may I please have a word with you outside? Instantly, I shit myself because this woman was terrifying, like genuinely a scary person. So before we start today's video, I feel like I should address something. Something new is in this room, something golden.
Okay.
Oh, that was ugly. That was an ugly ass. What the fuck was that? But hey, man, I just want to say thank you so much. Because
that's that 1 million subscriber plug. Get us in around the applause.
Yeah, man. We presented the Young Don, the Sauce God, for passing 1 million subscribers, but this might as well say the Sauce Squad because that's what this is. This is a representation of you guys that I can now hang up in my room, or I'll probably give it to my mom or my dad, probably my mom, because I did not get them a degree, so this gonna have to work. You feel me? Ah man, but yeah. Also, yeah, I bleached my hair. Get the fuck over it. Anyway, let's start today's video.
All right, let's get into it, Young Don.
So the other day I was chilling, trying to think of what I should talk about next, when it occurred to me that about a year ago I told you guys a story that there was a part 2 to that you never got. So that's what we're doing today.
Alright,
just
let's
a
go.
year ago, I told a story called "I Stole His Crush and Broke Her Heart."
I didn't watch that one. I need to watch
that.
that.
And I'll link to it on the screen and in the description. So go ahead and watch it if you haven't. It makes this video a lot better. But I'll give you the Spark Notes version just in case you ain't got time for all that shit. So back in like the 5th grade, there was this annoying ass kid in my class that we gonna call Jeff. And one day he decided to roast me. He said I had a big head or something like that, which, although true, still pissed me off. So I decided to get my revenge. How so, you ask? Well, Jeff had made it very public.
Dude, I gotta learn how to do that in editing.
With this girl in our class named Mary. So I was like, skirt, you done fucked up. I'ma take your girl, boy. So you know, I put on my young suave real quick and I was like, hey Mary, wanna be my girlfriend? And then she was like, okay. Because that's all it really takes to get a girl when you're 8. Anyway, we start holding hands and shit, you know, made Jeff jealous and mission accomplished, right? Not quite, because now I had a different problem. For some inconceivable reason, Mary somehow thought that I liked her, right? I don't know how, whatever.
Because you asked her to be your girlfriend, maybe?
No, baby girl, my sweet, sweet Mary. You were merely a pawn, a small cog in my machine of revenge. That is all you ever were to me. If you can't tell by now, this is one of those stories where something bad happens to me and I fucking deserved it. Anyway, I start trying to dodge her, right? Eventually, I face the music, and in front of the entire playground, I basically broke up with her, told her that I didn't like her. She ain't like that too much, understandably, so she kicked me in my nuts. Yeah, she kicked me in my nuts, and that was the end of the video.
He got kicked in the nuts.
2.3 million views. Beautiful. So here's what happened next. Oh my fucking God. Mary! What the fuck was the sentiment that I'm sure I wanted to express after managing to stand up after being kicked in the dick? Well, I'm sure what I actually said went more along the lines of, ow, ow, that hurt. That's probably all I said. Anyhow, Mary turns around and is like, what? And then I said the most gangster shit that 8-year-old Don Hines could think of. I'ma tell on you. And then she was like, huh? And then I was like, I said, bitch. I didn't say bitch. I'm gonna tell on you. And as soon as your dad comes to pick you up, I'm gonna tell him that you kicked me in my nuts. And as soon as I said that, Mary's whole vibe took a complete 180. She was like, Donna, weird. You can't do that. If you tell my daddy, I'm gonna beat me. And then I was like, yeah, that really sounds like a you problem right about now. Mary looks at me and she just starts to cry. Like real crying though. Like she was doing the whole you know that ugly ass sound that kids make when they cry. You know, before they learn how to bottle up all of their emotional pain and just shove it deep down and just keep it there until it manifests itself as some self-destructive behavior like drug addiction or binge drinking. You know, like how an adult is supposed to deal with their problems.
That's not how adults supposed to deal with their problems.
More dramatic if the glass fucking broke. Bullshit.
Oh, there it goes.
Of course it would break now, you people. Still couldn't give less of a fuck. Like, did she really think that I would care? All of our parents hit us. I mean, how else is a grown adult supposed to handle their frustration with their small, young, immature child that has literally no life experience than to physically assault them? It's not like that's going to leave any lifelong emotional scars or dysfunction or anything like that. Anyway, I don't care. So
I used to get with this and I'm turned out pretty good.
Just in case you didn't catch that, where I'm from, you can literally buy juice in a bag anywhere, which is probably my favorite way to contain all of my beverages. I wish they sold bag juice in America. It's
bag
so
juice?
Convenient. Bag juice in one hand, beef patty in the other. Getting hard.
I'm gonna try this beef patty.
Anyway, so I'm chilling, right? And Mary is just having a fit. Like, she was really scared for her life, which, in hindsight, I think I get now. You see, like most people, my parents spanked me as a child, but they never really abused me. Like, I'm sure my dad would spank me with like 10% of his strength, just enough to get the message across. There are actually parents that hit their children with their full adult strength.
Man.
Mary was Indian Jamaican to be exact, and
he hit
I've
him with
had
the
a
Dragon
few
Ball
close
Z.
Indian Jamaican friends, and based on
Vegeta
their
hit his
stories,
son, Trunks.
apparently their parents do not play around with the belt. Now, I don't know if this was the case for her or if she was just being extra, but based on her behavior, you would have sworn that she knew for a fact that her father was going to murder her.
Oh my God.
Still didn't really care. I just wanted to give you the full context of the story. Anyway, so as I'm waiting for her father to arrive, my dad shows up. Ah, shit. Well, down the drain that plan went. I hopped in my dad's whip, and he took me home. And of course, I didn't tell him because I wanted the most bang for my buck. And I knew my dad wasn't going to strike the fear into her soul like her father was going to. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just let it go. Again, I was a piece of shit, and if that's what you're thinking, I agree with you. So I go home and fast forward to the next day, and it is a brand new day, baby. My nuts had made a full recovery, probably had my favorite school morning breakfast. Boiled hot dogs, fried eggs, fried plantains with some white bread on the side. Terrible nutrition. Tasted great though.
Bro.
We didn't know better.
Boiled hot dogs for
I'm
breakfast?
getting dropped off at school, and I was late because that was just my childhood. All right, we're not gonna get into this right now. I was just late a lot. So I'm walking into class, and everyone's of course already seated, and I noticed that everyone was kind of staring at me funny. So I'm like, all right, y'all just gonna be weird? All right. So I sit down, and then one of my classmates turns to me and he's like, Don, what did you do to Mary? So I'm like, huh? What you mean what I do to Mary? I ain't do shit to Mary. I mean, yes, I did technically break her heart, destroy her fragile childhood self-esteem, and embarrass her in front of all of her peers on the playground. But, you know what? I didn't do shit to her, technically. So then my classmate was like, oh man, that's not what everyone else is saying. So then I'm like, what is everyone else saying? Mr. Hines? I turn around and there she is, vice principal,
Mr. Hines.
which is what we're going to call her, of course. Mr. Hines, may I please have a word with you outside? Instantly, I shit myself because this woman was terrifying. Like, genuinely a scary person. For one, she was tall, which all adults look tall when you're 8, but she was like for real tall for a lady. And she was scary, alright? She was just not a nice person. She reminds me of what a stereotypical Catholic school nun is supposed to be like in movies. Like, that was her in real life, minus the beaten children, of course. So I
what movie is that?
And I'm already scared. Like, my eyes were already watery. My ears were hot. I was sweating. I knew something bad was about to happen. So now we're standing in the middle of the playground, and if you were to look at a map of this school, it was actually very small. Like, there were 6 classrooms, the 2 bathrooms, the principal's office, and the playground, and like the cafeteria area. And we were standing dead center in the playground. Mind you, everyone is in their classrooms right now. So basically, every child could see and hear what was about to go down. So, can you tell me something, Mr. Hines? What is this that I am being told that you hit Mary? When I get to school this morning, and the first thing that I am being told is that yesterday you hit Mary and made her cry. Now, I didn't know you like to hit girls, Mr. Hines. Wait, what? Whoa, I did not hit her. So tell me why she was crying and why I am hearing that you are to blame. So at this point, I was like, okay. I see what's going on here. This has just been some miscommunication, a little telephone game syndrome. I'll clear this up right away. Actually, Miss Appletree, I never touched Mary. In fact, Mary kicked me in the nuts. So that happened, and after she did that, I told her that I was going to tell her dad on her, and apparently she thought that he was going to hit her or something. So that's why I think she was crying. So you do like to hit women? Wait, what? Obviously, you couldn't hit her yourself, so you wanted her father to hit her.
Oh my God.
You know, Mr. Hines, this is very disappointing. I thought you were a much better young man than this, but apparently, you are a woman beater.
What?
This conversation actually happened. I shit you not. Now, unfortunately, when I was growing up,
what?
I never talk back to an adult, especially someone like a vice principal. So I just stood there and took this verbal onslaught from this scary-ass woman, just holding back the tears as my classmates watched in amusement. And I'm just there feeling like, what the fuck? Why is this grown-ass woman yelling at me, calling me a woman beater? I don't even know what that really means yet. Bitch, I'm 8. Why do I feel like she's projecting her own personal issues onto me? Also, why are we not addressing the fact that Mary kicked me in the nuts? Is that not worth mentioning? You're yelling at me for something that I didn't do, that she actually did. Why is that okay that she kicked me in my nuts?
Yeah,
because
what's wrong with the school?
Boy, that doesn't seem fair. Where's my ribbon? Where's my hashtag? Hashtag my dick matters, okay? Plus,
Really?
we're 8, which basically means that we're practically the same physically. Same height, same strength, everything. If she took 2 weeks of karate class, she could kick my ass. What is going on right now? But anyway, Miss Appletree continues with her rant, and then she wraps it up with a typical, I don't want to hear about anything like this happening again with you, Mr. Hines. Do you understand me? So of course, I was like, yes ma'am. And then I went back to class where I had to sit in my shame for the rest of the day. That was fucked up. That woman should not have handled the situation the way that she did. Not with a child. Come on, man. But that's karma, right? What I did to Mary was pretty fucked up. I tried to use her, well, I did use her to get at someone else. And granted, I was 8, you know, you're not really a person when you're 8. I'm not sure if I knew better at the time. You know, it was still wrong. And I'm sure that somewhere deep down, I knew that I was not being honest. I knew I was being deceptive in my actions. I'm also sure that I knew that there was just something's not right about an adult hitting a kid, hitting a child. I'm sure everyone feels that, you know? As a child, and even as an adult, you know, maybe in the heat of a moment when you hit the kid as a form of punishment, you feel justified, but, you know, I don't think either of my parents ever enjoyed hitting me. And again, my parents never fucking hit me all the time. I don't want to paint that picture. You know, I tell you guys the most exciting stories. I'm not going to tell you every time my dad took me for fucking ice cream. Like, you know, I'm going to tell you when that nigga beat my ass. But, you know, I'm sure when it did happen, the times it did happen, I'm sure they didn't really feel too good about it. They just did it because that's what was done to them. That's what they knew. That's how they were disciplined as children. So the cycle continues. But the point I'm making is that I'm sure that, you know, I knew that wasn't right. I knew that wasn't cool that, you know, Mary's dad was going to hit her. And even though I'm sure I knew that, even back then at 8, I allowed the pain and embarrassment that came with being kicked in the nuts in front of everybody, which although wasn't right of her either, I kind of fucking deserved it, really, at that point. I used that pain and embarrassment to say, fuck it, I don't care what happens to her. When, at the end of the day, that whole situation was my doing. And ultimately came back to bite me in the ass twice, so, yeah. I guess the moral of today's story is, just be honest. Be honest in your intentions.
Honesty is always the key.
Make sure it's coming from a genuine place.
Exactly.
And fellas, if you tell a girl you like her, make sure it's because you like her and not just because you're trying to, you know. Yeah. That doesn't ever lead to anything good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Boulevard Forever.
That was a pretty good story. But my G, that was crazy. I hope y'all can't hear that in my background. Man, people are so loud. Anyway, that was a pretty good story. The principal definitely didn't handle it in the proper manner that a principal should have. And when he told his side and she went and said, "You're a woman beater," that was too much for an 8-year-old. That was crazy. But like he said, it was karma. He felt like he deserved it. And I mean, but not that much, bro. That was too much. Anyway, that was Young Don the Sauce God with I Broke Her Heart, So They Broke My Soul. That was his animation. And yo, if anybody knows how to do animations, hit me up, because I need some animated stuff made of myself and my daughter, and I want to get that going. But yeah, I'll leave the link to the video in the description below. Check that out. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure to comment, because I do respond, as you know. Hit that bell button. That's the notification button, so you know when I post, and the bell button pops up as soon as you hit subscribe. So I will see y'all next video. I promise y'all to get out more content a week instead of one video a week, y'all. I'll be slacking. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'll be slacking. But anyway, you remember to stay happy, stay positive. You only got one life, so live it up, enjoy it, and I'll catch y'all later. Be easy, y'all. Peace.
Hey, listen.